AskReddit. Redditors who have been out of their home country, what's the weirdest thing you've seen? I'm from Canada. While driving through Idaho, we came across a grasshopper orgy. Literally thousands of mating pairs of grasshoppers as far as the eye could see. A man and woman in their underwear holding up a sign in New York. Not seen, but heard because I was asked what part of France I was from. I'm British. I was in San Diego. There actually are old ladies that call me sugar or darling. I thought it was a myth. I was walking down a street in Thailand and a hooker on the other side of the street yelled, "Won't somebody come fuck me in the ass?" Chinese toddlers wearing pants with no butt. The world is their potty. A blackout drunk dude in a train in Japan with his wallet full of cash and phones on the floor. When the train was getting full of working dudes and students, they just asked him to sit up straight. He didn't lose his stuff and didn't really cause trouble. This was a Thursday morning. Went to Thailand for a couple of weeks, got my menses and bought any random pads. Well, turns out they were cooling pads, feels like your vulva had a mint. 10/10 would buy again. Now I oddly miss them. Went to Japan in 2016 and never saw a public trash bin. More surprising was that there was no trash on the ground either. It was like citizens were expected to take their trash home. Cleanest country I've ever seen. I went to Thailand a couple years ago and a stripper shot a dart out her vag through a tube and popped a balloon I was holding, so I'll go with that. A woman dressed in a burqa, covered head to toe with only her eyes barely visible, and carrying a large Victoria's Secret bag. For me, the weirdest thing I saw when I was young was snow. This was when I first arrived to the United Kingdom. I'm from Fiji, which is a tropical country. Was out drinking one night in Saigon, Vietnam. Saw a dude walk down the street with a big ass python around his neck, followed shortly by a guy on his moped with a husky wearing sunglasses holding onto his back. Pretty awesome. Drunk Russian tried to kiss me, then tried to steal a motorcycle in front of the owner. Went to Peru with several people from a Chinese community in New York. I'm white. We were going to do some charity work for a local orphanage in a very rural area, like pour water into your toilet bowl so it can flush rural. Our local chaperone legit told the Asians in the group, if you get cornered in a dark alley at any point, even if you do have a weapon, your best chance is to do the Bruce Lee crane pose while yelling hi because the people around here will only know Asians as the guys in the kung fu movies that beat up everybody. You do that, they'll think they accidentally cornered a kung fu master. You're laughing now, but if it ever happens you'll thank me. He later told me he learned that from another group that had a similar experience where it worked. Today I saw kangaroos, horses, so many wallabies, pigs, cows, an eagle, rabbits, and a dingo. All dead and their carcasses being eaten by vultures or crows or whatever on the side of the road on one road trip through Central Australia. Shit's brutal out here. I saw a man skiing on the road in Norway. No snow at all, but he was wearing the full gear, including what looked like skis, and was for all intents and purposes skiing along tarmac. Apparently it's not weird at all there, people have roller skis, actual name, so that they can practice out of season. In the Bahamas, license plates are turquoise. Only turquoise. When I was 15, my family took a vacation to Europe. In Rome, we were taking transportation from the airport to our hotel, and along with us was about 10 to 15 people of various nationalities doing the bag drag as well. As we were loading in, one man bumped into another man and they both start yelling at each other in their native languages. Neither of them understanding each other. So one man yells "fuck you," and the other man without flinching screams back "no, fuck you." This went on for the entirety of our 15-minute drive to the hotel. Two grown men screaming "fuck you" back and forth to each other because it was the only common phrase they had. I was in China a few years ago with some friends, and I headed back to our hostel from a mountain by myself because I wasn't feeling too well. There was a bus going directly to our hotel, so no chance of getting lost. Halfway down the mountain, the bus driver stopped, grabbed a baseball bat from next to his seat, got out and clubbed a snake to death. Then he threw the dead snake in the luggage compartment, got back on the bus and carried on driving as if nothing had happened. Nobody else batted an eyelid, but it was one of the most surreal things I've ever seen.